Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Today we get to talk about retirement life at Lake of the Ozarks. And man, probably one of my favorite topics to talk about. I'm constantly thinking about how to get there. I can't wait to get to retirement, but along the way, I get to talk to people like you who are in retirement stage and thinking about considering Lake of the Ozarks as a potential destination for your retirement life. And man, I love doing this video because I get to talk about some of the pros and cons, some of the whys behind why people are looking or considering Lake of the Ozarks, and try to give you some food for thought, things to think about. And of course, we would love to help you with navigating that process. So call me, text me, email me. Would love to jump on a Zoom call and chat more through it. But there's probably two main reasons why I think people are either thinking about or considering Lake of the Ozarks. And obviously, when you're thinking about where do you want to spend retirement, you want to spend it in a destination that you enjoy, right? Or an area that you enjoy. And clearly, the lake is one of the biggest reasons why people are down here, period. So if you can retire and have this lake as your backdrop or your scenery or your lifestyle, like, super cool. Think about right now, it's early in the morning, a little bit of cloud cover. It's super chill. It's super quiet. It's peaceful. I'm out on the deck. I'm sipping coffee. It's relaxing. It's calming, right? Something about the water. There's something about listening to the waves crash or a boat going by. That's a big attraction, right? If you can have a big body of water, big trees, big hills, big scenery, there's just something about that pace of life or that peacefulness, that tranquil, like that retirement lifestyle to where you're doing it in a very peaceful kind of place. Now, on top of that, peacefulness, right? It doesn't mean we want to sit around and do nothing, right? Now we're retired, which means we get to actually be hopefully a little bit more active. You can go and do what you want. You don't have to worry about kids or too many responsibilities. And so because of the beauty of this place for one, but obviously the things that you can do here too, right? You can stay active, you can keep moving, you can do a lot of different things throughout the lake. Obviously you have lake life. Now I have two neighbors on both sides of me that are both retired. They live here full time, and I watch them. They hang out on their dock. They have their friends over on their deck and barbecue. They hop on their pontoon and cruise around the lake and do certain things. Like, that's a fun retirement lifestyle. And so I watch them and I go, cool, that's what I would enjoy doing. And so being down here, obviously in that retirement lifestyle, you got your dock, you got your boat, you got that lifestyle that you can kind of create. That's easy to kind of think about. And, you know, a couple other things as you navigate what it's like to kind of be here, back to staying active, is there's a lot of things that you can get into around the lake. And so we talk to a lot of you that enjoy golfing, right? Golf is a big piece of people's retirement. They want to go golf maybe once or twice or three times a week, and there are golf courses down here where you can do that. So there's 4 or 5 golf courses super close by. But what a great way to, again, live some retirement lifestyle and get out and get off the water. Not everything has to be about the lake. A big chunk of it is, but not everything has to be about the lake. So if you enjoy golfing, super cool. There's golf leagues, there's tournaments, there's all kinds of different things that you can do with that golfing lifestyle. I know some of you be enjoying the pickleball these days. So we got the pickleball down here. Great way to stay active. Go play some pickleball in the morning before it gets to be 90 degrees outside or 100 with humidity. Tennis is also, very popular. So a fun sport to go and play some tennis. You got all these state parks and nature beauty. So get off the lake, go for a walk, a hike, a bike, get into the state parks and enjoy some nature and some scenery. Obviously, there's a lot of outdoor active lifestyle that you can live here at Lake of the Ozarks during your retirement stage. So big old lake in the middle of nature, peaceful, tranquil, chill vibe. You can have that lake life with your friends on your dock, your pontoons, go to the lakeside restaurants. But when you get off the water, go golfing, play pickleball or tennis, go hit the state parks and enjoy that. Lake of the Ozarks obviously has a ton of different events, right? Things to do. You have, boat shows and bike shows. You got farmers markets. You have bands or concerts that are happening at lakeside restaurants. You got the amphitheater that people go to and have outdoor concerts. There's the Lake of the Ozarks Speedway where you can go and watch some races. There is a ton of stuff that you can do here and still live that outdoor lifestyle. Now, I know when you're thinking about retirement, a lot of people think about Florida. Like, I'm going to go join the crowd and I'm going to go live in Florida. And I'm sure there's probably some pros to living in Florida. Number one, the weather, right? I got to be in hot weather. I want it constantly. And there's for sure those that would love that. Clearly, there's an attraction there. I've lived in like Southern California for a while. I've been to Florida a bunch of times. The only thing that I felt was off about retirement or living in those areas long term is like the weather never changes, right? Like it's the same weather all the time. And so when it's December and January and you're in board shorts and flip-flops, like something seems weird about that. So another reason why people choose to move here is they still want seasons, right? You still want summer, spring, and fall and winter. You just don't want the harsh winters, and that's what you don't get here. So, those that are moving from those northern states that are tired of sub-zero temperatures, tired of shoveling snow, tired of super cold, kind of hibernating winters, you don't have that. You can still live an active lifestyle. You can still get outdoors. Yeah, you might got to put on a jacket or something, but you still have change of seasons. You have leaves that fall off trees. You have, a little bit of spring cleanup that you got to do. You got fall cleanup. You have longer summers. Like, I love seasons. I love weather. Sometimes when you get into those southern states, like it's just the same thing over and over again. Cool. I like to see some seasons. So big body of water, tons of stuff to do when you live lake life, retirement, a lot of off lake lifestyle that you can live to maintain being active. You still have change of seasons, but without that super harsh winter. All of those are great reasons why you should think about or consider Lake of the Ozarks for retirement. Another couple reasons why retirement here is a good consideration. Cost of living, right? When you're retired, you're probably living on Social Security, pensions, your savings. So we got to make sure we are super cautious with where are we spending our money? How are we spending it? Now, if you're, selling your current home in whatever area you're in, hopefully you can purchase this next property with little to no mortgage, right? That would be ideal. Cash out, buying cash, and that way you don't have a mortgage. But if you do have to leverage a mortgage or whatever the case is, like housing costs and cost of living is typically below the national average. So to get into an environment like this, with all the amenities and things that we got going on, and to do it below the national average is a huge kind of benefit, huge draw, huge attraction, right? On top of just single family homes or condos or just your housing costs, you're also going to be below the national average with your everyday cost of living. So groceries and retail supplies, your fuel, medical or medication is typically below the national average. So your dollar goes farther here than it does in some of those big cities. And we know inflation's high, cost of living is high everywhere. It'll still be high-ish in a sense here, like it's still rising just like it is everywhere else. It's just not as high and not rising as fast, right? These big city areas are getting to the point where they're pushing you out if you can't afford to live there. And so my point, your dollar will go farther here. When you look at your housing options, you're going to have single family home options. You're also going to have condo options. And, some of those that still want independence of a single family home, that's great. Like I said, both my neighbors, single family homes, they're both retired. They upkeep their property very well. I think that keeps you active by having to rake the leaves and blow off the driveway and kind of keep your property clean. Those are great examples of exactly what that looks like. But you also have a lot of condominium communities down here too. So retirement communities or other condominium areas that you're probably going to be around people that are at the same stage of life that you are. And clearly on those condos, you don't have a lot of upkeep, right? You got the HOA that takes care of the grounds and the maintenance and the landscape. You have probably some other amenities within your community, like a pool, maybe some tennis courts or shuffleboards or like other things, clubhouses with amenities. You have some other things within that community that you're going to have because of obviously the HOA fee. So pros and cons, right? Same concept, single family versus condo, but both are affordable. Both have pros, might have some cons in there as well. But, you know, when you think about where do I want to spend retirement, what does that look like? You know, I would pretty much try to pick the top areas around the country that I think are beautiful, right? Like if I'm going to live out my final years, I want to do it in a place that's just pretty to live in, right? So mountains, lakes, beaches, something that provides appeal to my eye. I want to sit back, relax. Again, I want to sip my coffee. I want to enjoy nature. I want to think and read. And this is a very peaceful place to do that, right? I don't know if you can hear, but the waves are just kind of hitting the seawall. They're bouncing off the dock, minus me rambling and talking. It's a very peaceful place. So we want to find some peace in what we do. I'm a big believer that you got to stay active, right? We got to keep moving. We don't want to sit still and be stagnant. And so this place allows you to do that. It'll keep you active. It'll keep some youth in you. There's hills, there's terrain. You got to navigate that kind of stuff. That'll keep you youthful. There's a lot of activities to do on the water with boats and pontoons and friends and dock life and just everything lake life that you have here on the water. But you also got a lot of things off the water. So go enjoy the state parks. Go enjoy pickleball or tennis. And obviously, if you're a golfer, go enjoy that golfing community. Whatever it is that you're looking to do, you will find your people, right? Answer the question constantly on what are the people like down there and what are the communities like? And I am telling you, it is a very friendly place. And if you know nobody when you come down here, I promise once you get involved with the things that you like doing, you are going to find people with the same interest, the same stage of life, same commonalities. And it is going to be very easy for you to find your people, build community, and dig some retirement roots. And that's a lot of fun along the way too. So if you know people, great. But if you don't let that worry or stress or concern you, because I promise you, you'll find your people. And, you know, to do all of that in a place where your dollar goes a little bit further and the cost of the home and cost of living and fuel and groceries and medication and everything else is super important. If retirement here is something that you're thinking about or considering, I'd love to keep talking to you. Call me, text me, email me, do a Zoom call with me. We can help you navigate this lake in this area because on top of everything, right, location is super important. As we get to those retirement stages, we can't just randomly buy a property because we like it, thinking it's close to the amenities that we need. And obviously in that retirement stage, we got to probably be close to some doctors, some hospitals, medical facilities and stuff like that. So anyway, beautiful place, cost of living, a lot of activity. We got to make sure we get you in the right spot when that time comes. So I love the retirement conversation. I love talking to you guys about how you got to this stage. And so please call me, text me, email me, jump on a Zoom call with me. Let me help you navigate this retirement stage and relocation time of your life. I look forward to it. Till then, we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Pros and cons, there's things to think about. We got a boat coming by. You can go fishing. Oh, then they turned. It's breezy. So if it's the same weather all the time. Whew, windy. Come on. Come on. It's the same weather all the time. You know, so when it's, you know, it's the same.